Whereas the starters, four of the starters for CSKA Moscow are out there along with Alexei Shved replacing Ramuna Shishkovsky, who has 3 fouls. Teodosic, the first half hero, now passes off. The ball goes to Shved, working against Dorsey, gets it to Kriapa inside to Kirstic for a quick hook shot, so the beat goes on for CSKA Moscow.
That's a beautiful execution right there. Patience and a good position by Kirstic, close to the basket, beautiful hook shot.
Spanoulis out top for Olympiacos, gets it to Pero Antic. He's got a mismatch against Shved. He goes in for a hook shot, and he gets the first basket of this half as well. The second half starting like the game started.
All right, good play on both sides. Pero Antic got also close to the basket. He executed perfectly.
It's Kriap out top for CSKA. There's Shved on the wing. Oh, he fakes Spanoulis. Gets the ball to Kirstic, and another quick basket for Nenad Kirstic. He's piling up the points now.
And Nenad Kirstic is just making himself very big in that Olympiacos paint.
It's 38-32. He's up to 9 points. Spanoulis kicks it around to Papanikolaou for a 3. He knocks it down. Papanikolaou with another 3-pointer.
Look at Papanikolaou just squaring up and taking that 3 in the face of Andrei Kirilenko.
He hasn't missed a shot tonight. He's up to 12 points without a miss. Kriapa working on Antic, trying to go around, but he gets bumped on the way to the basket. So a foul on Pero Antic will keep the ball.
Good recognition there by Victor Kriapa. He faked the handoff, but then, of course, he has the speed advantage over Pero Antic from the outside, so he just took advantage of that.
Second foul on Antic. Kirilenko to Teodosic, guarded by AC Law. 3-pointer by Teodosic, hits the mark again.
And I think that AC Law just has to do a better job of getting over the screen because he got hung up there and he cannot give so much space to red hot Milos Teodosic.
4 for 5 from downtown Teodosic. Antic going to the rim, he's going to try to slam. Foul by Kirstic, but Kirstic was able to stop the shot. But what about Milos Teodosic? He's been a EuroLeague MVP with Olympiacos. He's trying to win the Final Four MVP trophy against Olympiacos tonight.
Frank, I just think on that last 3, he got so much room that you cannot do that. I mean, he has scored 3 threes in succession in the first half, and you cannot leave the guy open like that.
Looking incredibly comfortable, Milos Teodosic from downtown.
But you know how he is dangerous. He's got a mindset of a scorer, of a shooter from the outside, and if you leave a guy like that, if he's hot open, you're asking for trouble.
Pero Antic drops a free throw, but his team's behind 25 or 15 points right now. They're going to have a tough time coming back without a lot more defense on Teodosic. There's Antic hitting the next shot as well. Down 41-27, CSKA in charge. Time ticking away in the third quarter. Under 8 minutes left in the third quarter of the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague title game.
If Olympiacos
Teodosic
speaks about itself as a defensive team, it's time to play the defense right now.
Kirilenko gives it up. The ball picked up by Papanikolaou. He's running with Spanoulis. Spanoulis is going to take a 3-pointer in transition, and he hits it too. This thing's heating up, George, from downtown.
Look at that. Exactly as we said, Olympiacos needs to pick it up. They just cannot save anything for tomorrow because there simply is no tomorrow.
Teodosic in the lane, tries to pass to Kirilenko. It's loose and out of bounds. Last touch apparently by AC Law, so it'll stay CSKA ball.
CSKA is staying with it. I mean, I think they're just gonna go to some simple plays like the pick and roll. They're just gonna work the clock. And I think they should try to involve Andrei Kirilenko into the offense as well.
Teodosic out top. Still got the ball. He's going to turn around jumper off the mark. Rebounds free. Fought for. Picked up by Law. He dribbles off his foot and out of bounds. So a big turnover as Shved put the stop on that fast break and forced the turnover.
I can't help it, and I think that the injury from Friday is affecting AC Law because he is not as explosive and not focused as he was on Friday or the games before. Speaking about the playoffs, he was just absolutely superb there.
Alexei Shved, cross court to Kriapa, inside to Kirstic. Kriapa's going to launch from downtown, in and out. Rebound by Joey Dorsey. And ahead to Spanoulis.
Good job by Dorsey, just keeping Krstic out of the paint and now rebounding.
Spanoulis out top, goes to Papanikolaou. Law swings it back out to Spanoulis. He takes another three-pointer off the mark, going towards the corner. Rebound doesn't happen. The ball goes out of bounds. It will be CSKA basketball.
I would like Olympiacos to move the ball a little bit better. The time before when Spanoulis was taking the open three on the fast break, that's okay, but right now on the set offense, I think that Olympiacos needs to send the players cutting through the lane a lot more.
I'm sure Coach Ivkovic would like to see some inside-out movement with the ball, but with the Steelers inside for CSKA, tough to get a pass in to put it back out again. Here's Teodosic, gets it to Kriapa, he'll launch another three. This one he rattles down. Victor Kriapa joining the three-point party and has CSKA up 44-30.
That was an important basket by Victor Kriapa because somebody else is doing the shooting from the outside and Teodosic.
Spanoulis out top, working with Dorsey, goes all the way in and gets fouled by Krstic. He'll be going to the free throw line, but the third foul, and then on Krstic, George.
That was a good attack right there by Spanoulis. He did it in the first half, Frank. If you remember, he just attacked Krstic, regardless that Spanoulis is 1m93 and Krstic is 2m12. I mean, what a gutsy play right there by Vasilis Spanoulis, but we've been seeing that from him all season long.
It's only the third trip to the free throw line for Spanoulis, and he's 2 for 4 so far. Misses another one, George.
That's a third free throw missed by Vasilis Spanoulis in tonight's game.
Very, very unusual for him. He's an 80% free throw shooter. Knocks down the second one, so he's 3 for 6 and up to 13 points. But his team is still down by the same amount, 13. Shved on the run. Shved's going inside, but he pulls it out. Kirilenko's going to toss up a three and knock it down. It's shooting time after the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague final.
And if shooting was not happening for CSKA in the semifinal, it's the main facet in the game in the final.
This team is one of the best three-point shooting teams in the EuroLeague, ranked second with 39.2% this season, hitting 174 of them. So they can shoot the three. CSKA Moscow right now up to 6 in this game. Inside, Papanikolaou goes to Antic for a three-pointer. Up, off the mark, and into the hands of Kriapa with a big rebound.
Frank, if you combine the deadly defense by CSKA and their outside shooting, I mean, that's a lethal combination.
And we're seeing it right here. They're up 16 now. Kriapa with the ball. The Teodosic from deep, off the mark. Front of the rim, but rebounded by Kirilenko. Teodosic out top. They're going to run another play. Kirilenko has it. Shadowed by Papanikolaou. And an offensive foul in the lane. Looks like it'll be on Sasha Kahn, trying to make a screen for either Teodosic or Kriapa, but he gets called for the offensive foul.
I think Sasha just got a little bit overexcited there, trying to set the screen for the shooters.
Timeout on the floor in the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague final. We've got a 47-31 scoreboard. CSKA Moscow leading at this moment. And Olympiacos running out of time. They're going to have to make a move after that timeout.
They're going to have to pick it up. You're right, Frank, because it's only 4 minutes and 45 seconds left in the third quarter. And they are down 16. And that is not easy of a hole to climb out of against CSKA Moscow, who is defending superbly and is shooting the lights out.
And Pedro Antic going to the free throw line for Olympiacos. And remarkable fact that we just saw on the screen, George, all the points of Olympiacos shared by 3 players. Spanoulis with 13, Papanikolaou with 12, and Antic with 6 before these free throws.
That is amazing. If you have only 3 players scoring all the points, that is not the greatest news, and it's going to stay that way because it's Pedro Antic who is on the free throw line. He makes only 1, so it's a 15-point game.
And the free throws are starting to hurt Olympiacos. They're only 7 for 12 so far in this game. They can't afford that with this deficit they're facing against an incredible CSKA Moscow team.
They cannot afford any tiny mistake if they want to get back into this game.
Žižkauskas on the wing, gets it over to Kriapa, steps in for a two-pointer off the mark, and a foul on the rebound by Sasha Khan, knocking Spanoulis for a loop. Ball will go to Olympiacos. 4:21 left in the third quarter, and George Zidek, he goes to the free throw line. It seems like drawing fouls against that aggressive CSKA defense is the offensive thing that's working now for Olympiacos.
I mean, Olympiacos just gonna take any points they can get. There was a mix-up there around the basket, and Spanoulis just got there in the rebounding position, and Sasha Khan extended his arm and was called for the foul. So 2 free throws for Vasil Spanoulis, who has missed 3 free throws quite unexpectedly if you look at his average for the season.
Well, he missed the first one each other time, so he got one this time. George, he may be missing some free throws, but do you have any doubt that if there's one leader who can bring a team back under these conditions, it might be Vasil Spanoulis?
But Frank, he will need help. He will need help against CSKA. He cannot do it single-handedly. That is my opinion about this.
Kirilenko bringing the ball up and dribbles it out of bounds on the defensive pressure by Papanikolaou.
That's it right there. You spoke about Papanikolaou just giving a huge lift to Olympiacos in the semifinal, and he is very active again in this game.
We see AC Love favoring that hurt ankle. He's on the court. Let's see if there's much he can do against his CSKA team. Fredo Antic is a foul on the screen. It's an offensive foul. And it looks like it's the third one on Joey Dorsey, who's having a rough game in his first final.
This is very difficult for Olympiacos to take because they had a chance at a mini run right there.
Joey Dorsey with only 2 rebounds, 5 turnovers, and 3 fouls now, having it rough in his first EuroLeague final against CSKA. Teodosic, shadowed by Law, gets into Kirilenko. Kirilenko with a foul and turnover as Papanikolaou facing up to the MVP.
And he's
doing his job so far.
He's all over the place. He was chasing Kirilenko from the back just a moment ago. Right now, he just steps in front of him and just takes him on his chest and takes the charge.
Great job by the youngster.
Look at that right here. Andrei Kirilenko just goes into him and lowers his shoulder. And Papanikolaou,
playmaker for them during the season, another 22-year-old for Olympiacos. And Georgios Printez is also in the game, so a bit small lineup out there for the Reds of Olympiacos. Spanoulis out top, working with Kyle Hines, trying to get around the double team. Goes to Slukas inside the Printez, the pass to Papanikolaou. And he loses the ball out of bounds with some tough defense, trying to make a wraparound pass, couldn't get it, and another turnover, George, for Olympiacos.
There was nothing there for Kostas Papanikolaou, but Frank, I think that one of the trio of Hines, Dorsey, and Printez just have to step up, Frank. If you remember the later part of the season, always one of those guys, or ideally all 3 of them, are just the main guys for the team. Frank, they need to come to play.
Teodosic crosses half court going against Slukas. The Kriapa guarded by Printezis. They go inside to Tsiskausis. He's got a mismatch. And puts a shot down on the post up. And Tsiskausis has CSKA up 15. 13 minutes left in the game.
That's a very smart play to post up Tsiskausis against Spanoulis. He just has to take advantage of his size every time down.
Spanoulis in the corner to Printezis. He drives this time, spins, tries to finish. No, gets it to Papanikolaou. Inside to Hines. The ball's loose, but Hines stepped on the end line. George, that is turnover number 18 on Olympiacos. With still more than 12 minutes left in this game.
I mean, do you see how active the CSKA defense is? There's like nothing. There are no holes. There are no weaknesses for the Russian team. They are playing the best defense I have seen this season. Any team playing.
Absolutely inspired CSKA defense. They were the top scoring team in the EuroLeague. They're turning on the D here in the final. Jamon Gordon in the game with the ball for CSKA. Gets a screen, goes inside. Trying to go up over Hines, and he gets it in. It's now a 17-point lead for CSKA, 51-34, and it's getting tougher and tougher for Olympiacos. Here's Spanoulis, moves the ball around to Slukas. tries to go inside, another turnover. It's all CSKA right now. Ahead to Sved for the layup on the break. CSKA Moscow taking full control with a 19-point lead in the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague final, 53-34. Another timeout. They're going to try to move into second place after they reached 8 EuroLeague Final Fours in a row and had their streak interrupted, not even making the second round last year. Come back strong and trying to close out this final. Slukas for Olympiacos gets fouled by Sasha Khan, so he'll be going to the free throw line. Kostas Slukas. That's about all that CSKA's given them.
And Sasha Khan, with his foul, is going to go to the benches. He's got a 4th foul, and Darius Lavrinovic is coming back to the court. And he had very good first half, Frank. He was very active on offense.
CSKA defense has just given up foul shots and nothing more lately. Slukas, a 91% free throw shooter, misses as well. George, this has got to be symptomatic of some sort of nerves or being out of sync on this team. Big free throw shooters are missing them.
I mean, I think here the experience factor also comes into play, Frank. Olympiacos is a very young team. We spoke about it on Friday. They have 10 new players, and maybe right now their self-confidence is just really being shaken up.
Little pressure on the ball. Mansadas back in the game to guard Jamal Gordon for Olympiacos. He stops the pops, however. Mansadas pulls down the rebound. Gets it to Slukas on the wing, using the screen by Hines. Pass inside, Slukas to Hines. It misses right at the basket. Tough roll for Kyle Hines.
Right there, close to the basket. It almost seemed like the ball was going in, but it just rolled out on Kyle Hines.
Sved out top for CSKA. Almost loses it, stolen by Slukas. He's on the run. Straight down the middle, goes to Prentes, his first fast break basket I can remember for Olympiacos.
In a very long time, and that's what Olympiacos is good at. The young guys just getting the ball up the court, running and attacking.
That's why this small lineup's on the floor. Mansadas fouls Jamal Gordon. They've got another foul to give here in the final minute of the third quarter. With 51 seconds left. Olympiacos, they are already in desperation time, even though we have a whole fourth quarter to play.
Oh yeah, they're down big, 16 points against CSKA. That's not a good news.
Sved goes to Gordon across court. Back to Sved on the wing. Sved's going to take a running jumper and miss. Ball is loose. Sved fighting for it, and we'll see who the foul is on. Could be Mansadas from behind. No, it goes the other way. It's Sved with the foul on the rebound. That'll put Mansadas, I believe, on the free throw line.
And Janas Kozlauskas is upset about it because he is just gesturing towards Sved to come over to him and just trying to explain to him that times on CSKA side, they don't have to rush anywhere. They just need to take smart shots, open shots, because you already see that Olympiacos defense is scrambling, Frank.
Another missed free throw for Olympiacos, but in this case, it's not one of their great free throw shooters. Mansadas only 45% for the season, misses both. And the rebound goes to CSKA. Sved crossing half court. Just things that Olympiacos can't afford now.
Absolutely, they have missed too many free throws in the game. 8 right now.
They almost steal. They knock the ball out of bounds. Their small guys on defense are all over the place, but they're not taking advantage at the other end of the court. That ball stays CSKA possession, and each one from now on with a 16-point difference on the scoreboard and 20.8 seconds left in the third quarter. Each missed opportunity could be trouble for Olympiacos.
That's very costly, and right here you see a substitution to calm things down for CSKA. Milos Teodosic comes back on the court and he demands the ball immediately.
Three-point try by Teodosic. He misses this one. He's been hitting them all night. Here comes Slukas the other way for Olympiacos. Mansadas, he's going to try a three. He's going to hit a three. He doesn't hit the free throws, but he hits a three-pointer on the buzzer. Evangelos Mansadas to give a little lift to Olympiacos, backward in 13:53 to 40 at the end of 3.